All right, all right. Welcome back, y'all, to Wayne Faye and Company. I'm Brandon,
I'm Desiree.
I'm Shelly.
and this is news better late than never that we are bringing you. So let's get real. So, number one, man, and this particular one, I'm gonna be honest, because I just feel like every episode is like deja vu and shit. I'm sure our viewers are seeing this like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all opening the show up each time with this particular subject and topic, but at the same time, which is very important, which is why if you missed it, that's why we're bringing it to you. So, Donald Trump and you guessed it, more racist tweets, you guys. And you know what I'm saying? Also, Baltimore controversy as well. So let's go ahead and jump into that and let's get the takes.
I just feel like, for one, the whole city that he's talking about is owned by his son-in-law. So let's just start there because that's the elephant in the room anyway. Like, the whole city that he's talking about, part of it is owned by his son-in-law. So, like, you're talking about some stuff that your family is not doing correctly and shaming people for it.
Listen, Donald Trump is probably the most racist person
He's pretty racist.
I have yet to have known. When people don't call it out, it's just seemingly idiotic and stupid most days. And
more racist on their
his
part.
new tweet saying that Baltimore is a rat-infested place. Like, that is just... I just don't understand how we can even have someone at the top of our country and running our country and being this type of person. Like, I don't understand how this can be, but I need people to understand that just because you call somewhere rat infested, you might want to take a closer look in your own backyard because your son-in-law owns a building that happens to be rat infested, and it happens to be in Baltimore. So I'm just saying, you might want to check out your own people before you come at other people.
There. It's a lot of connections that link up there.
I don't know.
It has 100 plus building violations alone, so we're not even going to start there. Mind you, he's still getting money off of this building that isn't he works in the White House, doesn't he?
He does.
He does.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I mean,
but he has
I don't
clearance.
know what he does.
But his clearance finally went through.
He has a lot of clearance.
Okay.
Way more than I believe he ever should, because I don't know what he's doing.
Nobody knows what he's doing.
They're not really doing anything in the White House other than just putting forth a racist rhetoric type situation and an antagonizing towards the country type situation. Like, they're literally throwing salt into wounds. You're just they're a horrible, horrible family. I'm sorry.
He did blame Obama for the air conditioning being fucked up.
I did hear that.
I thought that was crazy because...
Yeah.
Do we realize that this president is nuts and just say it that he's absolutely nuts?
If anything, that air conditioner is going to be on top of this motherfucking game. Like, y'all need to stop. He's a black man in office. You think the air conditioning
Donald Trump had the air conditioning repaired.
Anything.
Yes, but Donald Trump had the air conditioning repaired. Like, he was out of the White House for like 17 days while they were repairing the AC and heating and whatnot.
That was some bullshit.
I don't understand why he's so upset. Like, is he hot? He must be going through menopause.
That is a possible.
Is that why he's so red?
It could be. I mean, but he's kind of orange.
Red, orange.
Well, you know, hey.
Everybody has their colors.
No offense.
I mean, but that's, wild news there. I mean, Donald Trump is just, I hate talking about it, but it's our reality each and every single day. Because, hey, that's who's calling the shots, unfortunately. So, but, our next topic is a little interesting. Story that kind of broke the airwaves. 10-year-old boy dodgeball lawsuit, okay? Bryce Lindley. Well, you already know. Let's get the takes. I mean, what are we thinking about this? Because I'm thinking, let me just start it off really quick because I'm thinking the whole story, just listening to the mother of, I guess, the child that was injured or whatever the case was. Apparently, there was a story that this child has suffered similar injuries prior. So, as a parent, I mean, why would you continuously have your child involved in these activities, knowing that something like this can happen again?
Something can happen again.
So let's just get the takes. Like, what do you guys think about this? Bryce Lindley.
Bryce Lindley, I feel awful for this child because I don't believe that during a recess type event should you all of a sudden now find out that you're being charged and kicked out of school because you happen to hit someone with the ball, especially if you're playing a game such as dodgeball, taps, tips, whatever they want to call it nowadays. But if you happen to get hit by a ball, I'm just saying, I have been hit by a few balls before.
A couple.
It happens.
It happens. It does.
Yeah.
I have hit people with balls before.
And like dodgeball was really one of those
and dodgeball
aggressive
is literally
games.
Dodgeball, the game itself is literally
Everybody's
throwing a
played
ball.
it.
And
Everybody has played
somebody.
it's fair play. Like, it's no, you have to throw the ball in this particular
You can catch
area. It's none of that. It's
You can
all
catch
fair.
the ball
I
so
have
you
to
don't
hit
get out,
you.
but if you get hit by this ball,
I have to hit
so I'm
you
gonna say
anywhere.
Like this. I see the story like it's stupid in my mind that this kid would even be charged with this. But then I see it as the dodgeball game itself as being, it's dodgeball and you might get hit, and the fact that this child may have had some developmental issues,
I don't think it was the.
maybe the child should not have been playing dodgeball. I'm just, for the child's own safety, if the child is not,
You should have had a recess excuse.
there should have been an excuse.
Like, my child cannot go out of recess because, unfortunately,
Don't be throwing no balls, and this is not the
he
first time that
already
this
got
child
hit.
has been hit
He
with
already
balls.
got hit, so it's not his thing. He
Not
doesn't need
his.
to be around it. You, as a
Nah.
teacher, need to make sure that he's not around it.
No.
We've already dealt with this once. We done came back twice, and the only person that you can find responsible is
And
another
then I just felt like the
10-year-old.
boy's mom, he felt like he wanted to just,
Crazy.
she wanted to make a showing of it, and I don't know what her issue is. She needs to
She's
get
trying
some
to get
help
on the
too.
school board.
She might be trying to get on the school board. I hope not, because I don't believe she. I mean, maybe she might help being on the school board by making sure her son or child is not playing games that they're not equipped to play.
They're not equipped. They're not equipped. Sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, that's just that right there. I mean, so listen, if there's an issue, we parents need to come with the doctor's note, whatever the case is. Like, your child should not be involved in these activities at school.
At least you
let
shouldn't
it
be
known.
pulling lawsuits. I mean, I don't think this was
That's a little
involved
much.
like a lawsuit type situation. Like, this in my mind is a frivolous lawsuit. Like, I'm glad this lawsuit was dismissed and dropped, and these charges were just gone, because it's absolutely asinine to think that this would be.
Well, I mean, once again, like, that's a whole nother segment itself. Once again, when white people panic, because
That's what it is.
that is a whole nother
It was
ball
another
game.
panic.
And it's like, come on, a lawsuit, just like you said, words, exactly. So that's it. That's that there, which brings us to our next story, and this is a more serious topic here, which this has been like a kind of a system that has been being used for quite some time, since it kind of made its name and kind of, well, we're talking about Craigslist. I don't know how else to describe it, but Craigslist is well known, a well used site by many different states, I believe all over the world, if I'm not mistaken.
There's definitely an option for each state.
I'm just saying, definitely an option for each
You can pretty much
state.
use it anywhere.
For
Countries
sure.
too.
Craigslist is pretty a big deal. So I think it's, and I'm sure we all at some point use Craigslist. We met up with someone or whatever the case was to purchase whatever that, we wanted. And this is an unfortunate story. We have two young black men being killed for this situation alone, for I believe for meeting up to pick up and purchase firearm. I believe these were 2 white males. I'm not too certain on the story. Please forgive me, but it's out there. We just came across it, and it's just like, it just bothered me so bad because they really considered it as a modern day lynching the way that they kind of did it. So I mean, what do y'all think about this?
Well, nobody's talking about it because the president's too busy distracting everybody from everything that's going on in the world. So for one, nobody's really talking about it. So you really
it's not making the airwaves. That's the thing about it. Another thing, yes.
It's not. Never going to, as long as our president keeps being petty and childish, but that's neither here nor there. A whole nother segment / topic. Just be careful. Facebook Market, all that, Craigslist, all that.
Beware. I mean, we now are in a day and age where people do utilize these sites to distribute property and belongings and recoup their own benefits, but I personally think everyone should maybe be a little bit more aware of where you're setting up your pickup locations. I believe everything should be done in public. Go to a parking lot where there's maybe some cameras, because I believe, especially if you don't feel safe and from what I heard, it happened in the nighttime in like an alleyway.
And then to pick up a firearm.
It was a firearm that they were picking up. So it's really one of those situations that I would probably, just based on what's going on nowadays, maybe they're not aware of what's going on. I just wouldn't be picking up firearms in the middle of the night.
And damn near the whole family helped him cover it up. The whole family.
It's mind-boggling. Like, I would much rather pick up a gun or weaponry at a legit store.
Just go to a store. You might pay a little bit more, but it's safer. They gotta buzz you in. It's a little bit safer. Just a little bit.
Or at least,
not worth meeting somebody in an alley.
At least if I hopefully know this person, then maybe that would be the only way I would purchase a gun that way. But other than that, I'm not.
It was 2 of them.
Not from some random person, and it's awful that it happened to them. And I wish them nothing but the best, but I do believe people need to be more aware of their surroundings nowadays.
Definitely, because this is a serious thing. So, in the way the world is going today, we just have to be more aware and, just responsible, most importantly. So, prayers out to the family for those 2 young men that, tragically had to be in that situation. Prayers and our, thoughts go out to the whole family, of course. And it just doesn't get better. It's just unfortunate. When you say news and you say world news, that's why people really don't like tuning in to CNN and shit like that. Like, I get it, because it's just like, damn, it's so depressing and shit. Like, I get it. And it's like, I want y'all to know, the viewers, that we really honestly try to look for some positive things. And there are some things that are out there, but we just felt like those are things for another episode that just too much going on. It's not going to fit in this particular segment. But it's not many good stories that's out there. So, my point. And next, boxers dying. Within the last few weeks, we had, a few fights, going on recently. And I'll throw out a couple of the first names. Maxim and Hugo. Maxim, the Russian fighter that just was on the ballot recently, and it was just crazy. The fight with, I believe, the ballot with Pacquiao, and just a tragic ending with that after going to the hospital after being unconscious, losing his life. What's you guys' take on that? Because that's crazy. Like, this boxing thing is it's a real sport, and it's a real dangerous sport that kind of gets left off the radar. But, what you guys think about this?
Well, boxing is one of those sports where I don't know if people understand how you are literally getting hit in the head, and no one should be hit in the head that many times consecutively for their entire lifespan. And you can do real damage by hitting someone in the head. Mm-hmm. Like, that is your brain. It controls every single part of you. So if you just rocking someone's brain, you're just shaking it around, and it's just getting bruised, bumped, bleeding, swelling. Like, the fact that these two young men just died after having meets and matches are just, it's mind blowing. It's stupid because people should know that maybe at this point in time we might need to relook at. I know boxing is a way that people make it into this world and make it in this world, but maybe we should take a little bit look at the sports we are allowing people to do and that we continue to do as a people, because we know the true harms of them. And boxing is definitely one of those sports that you do harm regularly. Now, I can't say that I'm against a good boxing match. I just don't want to.
Because it is entertaining at the same time. Like, I get it.
I can't say that I'm against a good boxing match because I do love a good boxing match. But I don't know. I would hope that they would have maybe a better chance of not ending up brain injured and dead.
Yeah, that's true. Because it's just like, as much forth as they put towards these football teams and these football players and these incentives, new helmets, new everything else, like, we're just not putting that much energy towards this particular sport, and or probably any other sport, because football is probably, it is the major sport out there. But neither here nor there. I just feel like people definitely should start looking into it. If somebody needs something to look into and invest, definitely go towards boxing. Maybe glove regulations, just little things so people can just not pass out after one fight and at such a young age. It's just like, wow.
Yes. So, I mean, yeah, definitely, once again, prayers to those families, because this is a tragic thing. And even to those wives and mothers and even the kids, like, it's just a day for them going to work. And unfortunately, it's a work day that could potentially, might not come home. So it's just one of those things. It's very unfortunate. So, definitely thoughts and prayers to those families for that. And so to maybe kind of, lift it up, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of the biggest story of the most recent week, as we all know. I'm sure you've all went to go see it at this point. If not, you should definitely go check it out, or whatever. But The Lion King, ladies and gents,
the time has finally come.
The time has finally come. Finally, as Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, would say. Can't do as great as him, but it has come, and it's out. It's the biggest thing out. There's a lot of mixed responses, because there's some people that feel it was absolutely amazing, and there's people that feel bamboozled.
I was hoodwinked.
So, we all actually went to go see it, and we definitely got our own takes on that, which we are about to review. So, me personally, the visual of it was absolutely amazing. I thought some people had an issue with it being kind of too realistic, but I thought the visual, they nailed it. Just as far as the story, I just feel like it was kind of like you go to Susan's barbecue or something, and then you try Susan's potato salad opposed to Lakeisha's. And that's kind of like what it was to me, because it really looked it on the outside like, damn, this is great. Like, you got everything. I see an egg. But
I see an egg.
I don't know. So let's just get your guys' takes, because I know you all got a lot to say about it. So what you guys think about it?
I just feel like I love Beyonce just as much as anybody else loves Beyonce. But this was Seth Rogen's movie, and he stole the show.
He definitely
I don't care how ugly he was, how ugly they portrayed him as, and to not be as cute as he was in the cartoon. I don't care. As ugly as he was, he could still sleep on my couch any day. Love him. They killed the show. I'm still mad that I did not get to see the hula dance. We didn't get to see the greatest villain ever sing, because that was a whole...
That was quite awful.
And I don't know how I feel about Ed. Like, Ed compared to our Ed, it's just like, Ed was a little... he was a little...
That was...
So I don't know. I just don't know. Beyonce, like, they gave her a whole extra scene, made up a whole extra storyline, because she wasn't looking for no food. She wasn't looking for help. She was looking for food.
Well, I guess that would technically be looking for help. I would say that. I'm going to say like
reaching, but I'll give it to you.
I love The Lion King. It's a great movie. The original one. The remake. Beautifully done. Beautiful. Like, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, the animals look real, but I think they maybe look a little too real. Like, I feel like people probably were off put by the actuality. Like, it made you feel like you were like just on planet Earth, like with semi-talking animals, and I'm not really, I don't know, maybe a little bit more animation might have been a little bit better, but it was still beautiful. It just was I just felt like they took out some really good parts of the movie that should have been there.
And I really think that certain folks should have stepped up, like James Earl Jones. Like, you was on the original.
This is not what we do.
Like, you should have really been the voice in that. Like, like, hey, I'm just saying. Like,
it's not the script.
I just feel like, he just took the money, which are you supposed to do? But
I feel like they should have gave us one or the other. Like, if you were gonna give us better quality and better visuals and more realistic graphics, then just stick to the script that we know with those same better qualities. I guess everybody else's, some notes were a little like, for me. Like, I'm sorry, like a couple of those notes, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that note. Like, it left me wondering. So I don't know. It just should have been just stick to the script of The Lion King. A little bit of ad-libs, but everybody knows the hula dance. We didn't see the hula dance. The monkey didn't have his
and the monkey was a motherfucking black belt. Like, Rafiki they stripped him.
Rafiki did not have his stick
from his whole black belt.
Crazy.
Like, he
eventually did get it.
What do you mean, old friend?
Spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Spoiler alert, but whatever. It's late news, so you should have seen it by now.
You should have seen it by now.
Yeah, because we bring you the news better late than never. So goddamn.
It's been out for a couple of weeks now, and we went to go see it. I know y'all should have seen it by now.
Definitely.
If you have. You should still go watch it. I mean, give it a try.
I'd go watch Toy Story. I'm just gonna say that, like, cause I still gotta go back and watch Toy Story, cause I still need a Disney fix, and The Lion King did not give me my Disney fix.
I mean, but there's other ones coming out. Disney's not done remaking our childhood over again.
Are they remaking our childhood, or are they making me question it? Because they're making me question some things. Like, I just.
Hey.
Whew.
I guess it's time to question our childhoods. Like, you hit that age, and it's time to.
We're gonna be like 60, and Disney's gonna come out with like another Lion King, and everybody gonna be mad all over again. Like, history's gonna repeat itself.
They might.
They're not gonna let this go.
They might.
But Disney, if y'all gonna keep doing stuff from our childhood, man, y'all have to just do it. Like, I understand y'all want to do it all modern and all futuristic, but you can't change it around too much, because we gonna look at it like it's foreign.
It's not technically for us. They're redoing it for young people.
Who's buying the tickets?
Exactly.
Who's buying the tickets?
Exactly.
The people that sold it to that couldn't afford to buy the tickets the first time. They are rebranding us. They gonna rebrand us again in another 30 years? They gonna come out with the shit again. It's gonna be the same people buying the tickets. Just do what we say. Take a vote at this point. Like, it's worth more than just trying to wing it. Because I don't know who's writing this stuff.
Know. But, hey, it'll still be good.
So
I need to see the original. I feel like it should come as a dual pack. Like, run me the original.
It's going to be a good.
And the 2019 version. I'll take both.
We're going to have to watch it again.
we're gonna have to watch it again because I got to get the notes back in my head like I know the notes that I know them. Sorry, but
Just gonna watch it again.
have to.
So, but you know, if you haven't seen it, you know, go see it. You know, check it out for yourself, and you know, you just get your own take on it. Because at the end of the day, it's just our opinion and what we think on it. You might think
Glad
it's
I
crazy.
watched it.
You might
Glad
think,
I watched it.
Yeah, so I'm glad I watched it.
I got out the house.
I definitely experienced it because it's just such a childhood classic. So that's pretty much what it was for me. So, but that's, you know, The Lion King, and we pretty much just gonna, you know, wrap up today's episode, you know, and I just actually want to throw this in there. This is actually just, I want to pay all respects to another young king, another young soul lost and gone too early, and that's Melvin Calvin, my brother, man. This shit is crazy. Like, and I just want to give all my love and respects to just the whole fam, Cass G, everybody. This is a tough one. You know, as all the posts and everything, but you bigger than that, just a post. You know, you bigger than that, just this video. I just doing what I can on what little platform I can, brother. We love you. I still remember just your wisdom, your smile, your wise words, everything, your love. You just a loving person, bro. So this one's is tough. So really want to dedicate this episode to you, bro. And we love you. And you know what I'm saying? Toast to you. You know what I'm saying? We praise you. And we love you, you know what I'm saying? So this is to you. And we also just want to thank all the viewers, everybody that's sharing our material, subscribing to our channel. We appreciate each and every single bit of it. So we thank you guys. And I'm Brandon.
I'm Desiree.
I'm Shelly.
And this is News Better Late Than Never. You already know if you didn't. Episode 9. And we're going to start looking to bring on, guests and things like that, because this is Wing Faye and Company. So
we need some company.
You know, so if you guys would like to maybe, you know, be a guest and be a part of our topics and maybe share what you got going on, hit us up in the comments, DMs, just let us know. And yeah, y'all take it easy, man. Please subscribe below. Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace.